And welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 18 of our legendary Changeling Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here to face off against Itza's banana slan named, I guess, Exulti or Exulti. Either way, he is going to fall. They've got a skink priest of beasts and then a skink chief to be firing his obnoxious little blow dart shots at us left and right. So he's going to be hiding in the woods and firing poison. All sorts of good stuff. Actually, never mind, he is on a Eridon. Great. We get to show off just how strong Screamers can be here with their 30 melee attack, 26 defense, and a heap of strength, but so does the enemy, so I think the Stingrays are going to do great. Let's find out, though. Itza versus the Deceivers. Let it begin. Okay, so we are going to want to form up a kind of checkerboard here with our flamethrowers. We're going to grab, let's do Chosen of Tzeentch, normal flamers, chosen normal flamers, and just kind of spread them on out. Beautiful. I will grab the flamers, control down once to make them a little bit smaller, and then just kind of set them up between here. Then we'll go ahead and throw one unit to spawn here on this side, and then over here to disrupt anyone from trying to make it through to those screamers, or the flamers, that is. Got our big flappy boys on either side, and then I'm going to put the Exalteds on the wings as well. Just kind of melt away. We've got a nice little layering of definitely of fire. Okay, so we've got the Blessed Temple Guard, and the Red Crests are going to melt away, but they will do a lot of damage as they do. Fighting Chaos with magic seems to be a mistake, but see how well they can do. I'm actually going to have our Lord here rolling with the Flyers, and then Grog's job is going to be to hold the line and keep the leadership. Mutilith up front here on this side. And the Changebringers back just a little bit so they're not getting caught. But they'll be good at blending away the Temple Guard before they get too close. Beautiful stuff. Let's get our single entities in a group. Our infantry. Monsters or no. Yeah, I want the spawn to keep charging through, but the other guys don't. Our missile troops, which I want actually everyone in guard mode. And then the old Screamers. Let's do it. We should still attempt to take the high ground here. Especially if they're going to let us try. Send the Screamers and everyone else forward. Especially if they're going to let us try. Get the units here and get them up the top of the hill. There we go. And so since all there is back here are skinks to defend, we're going to go after the Lord. We're going to go after the Lord for sure. Not necessarily with the Screamers, but with everyone else. Actually, they're closing the gap, so you guys fall back. Just want this army here. We're going to rotate as we go here. Screamers, go ahead and land and finish off this poor unfortunate Salon, and there's the enemy chief in the air, so we'll catch them. Drop that armor on the Salon. Oh, they're just gonna run away. Air strategy. Alright, so closing in on our main line here. Exalted Flamer's gonna start blasting away. Oh, these guys are gonna get caught for sure. Asen, or I guess baby Asen, move in to help. Fall back as quickly as you can. And you guys kind of set up here instead. Blast those Temple Guard. Charging Temple Guard is never advisable, but don't got a lot of choice. there and teach them the true meaning of war. Blue fire at you. We've got more blue fire to cast, of course. Let's go ahead and come on in and land. Ooh, that is a nasty flank there. Not a lot we can do about it either. Ooh, getting destroyed by those, I didn't think they could actually attack like that. Okay, Chameleon Stalkers can hit the air. Things we learn. The hard way. Those Blessed Temple Guard are annihilating that group. Exalted Flamer's in trouble. Bring him on away. We'll have the Sorcerer sub in. Get over here quickly. Temple Guard destroyed those spawn. Good on ya. So it looks like the spawn on both sides are getting melted up. Fire on those Croxagore. Let's go ahead and get the Pink Fire blasting through. All those surviving Screamers together. We will send them all after the Croxagore. Flamers you blast here. Their Flamers and Tzeentch are in melee. Get them away quickly. Where's my Flyers? They're also dueling stuff they really don't want to. I will do a little bit of Pink Fire here. These lads try to make their way on in. Metal spells there. Oh, the Exalted's got these turned the wrong direction. Man. That's your Changebringer's biggest weakness, is going to be missiles of any kind. Alright, we lost a couple troops there. Way worse than it would have for the auto-resolve, but hey. That is a victory for Tzeentch. At least almost. Counting our big blue chickens before they hatch. We kept our important units, and that's all that really matters. Our spawn got annihilated, though. Here, yeah, Screamers got wiped out. Use that group. So Screamers are pretty much only for fighting large targets. If they are going up against about anything else, they will pretty much guaranteed to lose. I don't think it's a absolute every time with Changebringers. Let's not go down into melee. But it's pretty close. Now that's a victory, but a ragged one, that's for sure. Alright, a Pyrrhic victory indeed. Our middle here is completely in tatters. So auto-resolve would have done a little bit better for us, but I'm glad we got to fight that one. Learn some valuable lessons.
Change you from life to death.
Change you from life to death. That's not even a good one.
Marvelous. Magical.
Angeal, your jokes are starting to get on my level. Or melee attack. 6 more attack and 8 charge bonus. That is a weird upgrade for your frontline forces. Let's just go for Accursed Horrors. That battle kind of let me realize that since the spawn, whatever the unit is that's going to be taking the spawn's job, their position, is going to be the most likely to get fully wiped out no matter what. So we're going to want to probably just replace them with Blue Horrors. That way it doesn't matter that much. Grog, I'm going to make you I like the Warrior Wizard. Robes full, we're going to battle. Does it make them good spellcasters? No, but it makes them better at being tanks. We really need. I don't think we can reach. Nope. Managed to retreat just outside of our range. So we're just gonna swap on over to Ambush Stance. Exactly. We'll also go ahead and grab a Pink Horror building. Blue Horror, Pink Horror building. That way we can actually grab some of those Blue Horrors for our front line. Just expendable massed troops to slow them down. And since they're so much smaller than the spawn, I think a lot of the reason our spawn got wiped out there was they were getting hit by the flamer attacks. Which, no one enjoys that.
Lord of Tzeentch,
Karn. Looks like Quinnell is completely at your mercy, so we'll move on in.
Them out. All of them.
The great thing about not playing on SFO here for this is the garrison's going to be very weak. So just a couple of Deepwood scouts. I mean, our tanks could sit back and blast in bits. It would take a while, but it would still win.
Leave nothing but gore.
Nothing but gold. Beastmen down there like, yes, gores. No, not those kinds, you fools.
Chaos incarnate.
Renowned and feared sounds good. 8% less upkeep. Then more movement range, too.
Ascended.
Ascended. Give you the good old Glean magic.
Death.
No more upgrades for now.
Power.
We'll chuck the Disguise trade into Quinnell, as well as what we've already got, the Occult Conspiracy. Because if we didn't already have enough Grimoires and Cult Supplies, we definitely do now. Did we transfer any settlements over to our benefit? I don't think so. We're gonna hold on to that one for now. Changeling still traveling on through the sea lanes. And our boy Amadeus over here in... Yeah, let's deal with Castable. Experience points for you. How do you have ROR units? These are the strongest rebels you've ever seen. They're gone now, but somehow they were able to draw in the elite mercenaries. Take the gold. Gold for Tzeentch. Trickster, Rift Locust. So that's where it would pop up if we were to summon one here.
Marvelous.
Interesting stuff.
Magical madness.
Go ahead and drop down Transmutation of Lead for yourself to finish off the spell book.
More power to me.
There's no ogres for us to fight over here anymore, so we can't really get those 12 ogre wins in Nagaron. So what we want to do is probably work our way into Cathay itself, start helping out in here. So let's first come on up to where we're currently at, come off the beaten trail there. And we'll do some recruiting. I'm gonna get rid of these Marauder Horsemen, because I cannot micro magic and a skirmish cav. That is far too much for my small brain. We will go ahead and do... Can I just get some more Kadai? Kadai Fireborn performed very well for us. Also, now your Hell Cannons would be boosted, so we'll go for Kadai Fireborn.
Winner! Winner!
Oh.
Winner!
Dreadquake Mortar, huh? How about one with a Skullcracker? That way it can become a lovely chariot when it's done.
Victory is mine!
And then maybe a Hell Cannon as well, so we can have some proper artillery, even though I said no previously. Artillery allows you to force your enemies to come to you instead of doing what they want. You can have pressure on them from much further away. Very good stuff.
Prince.
Now, so far you have a boring job, but someone's got to do it.
There shall be ruin.
There shall be ruin. Oh, we could give the Troll Fjord over to its, a faction we don't like. Things to do.
Serve the Windlord.
Baronair, you were just gonna hang out in Nangao for a few turns. It is a boring job, but someone's gotta do it. 3 more before we can do that one. Actually, we aren't gonna stand idle. One done in March, next to Non-Li. We're gonna transfer this over to the likes of the Western Dragon, and then we're gonna smack it so we can put in a cult. Azrael. Yeah, they are definitely rolling their way on through. Let's try to slow them down a little bit with the Occult Confluence. Summoning in enemy armies, or friendly enemy armies, is hilarious. Might it just boost up Grimgore? Perhaps.
Bring ruin.
Bring ruin. Rog wants a defensive alliance.
What do you want?
Barely a defensive alliance.
Done.
Yes, we will take to the longships. Made of bone. The bone ships, if you will. Everyone else is, for some reason, they don't like us very much. I don't know what's going on. It wouldn't be because we're smashing things all over the place. Alright, all our lords have been moved. In the turn.
For you, I'm wearing my best skin.
Ruler's prejudice. I guess he doesn't like our Sword of Cain very much. He has ended his non-aggression back with us. Alright, fair enough. We don't need you anymore. Not sure who's going to keep smuggling in your warp snuff now, though. Ambush foiled, but we now have dedicated the Monolith to Tzeentch, giving us more bountiful reserves. Changeling's journey has been completed, and we've got ourselves a trickster cult in Riff Rafa. Riff Rafa have been subjugated and infiltrated. And now give us their gold. Riff Rafa is not really one that we necessarily care about. We are no longer having fun in the Border Princes. We've moved on.
I have
Karn, are we able to
risen.
teleport into... Whoa. We can, but that's probably a good way to get throat shot by every single one of the Azrai all at once.
There is favor to be had.
We'll try to sneak in through the north. Still invisible for now.
Chaos is mine to wield.
As long as we stay in Quenelle, we are invisible, so we'll
Tzeentch
move off the road and
knows where.
try to hit Paravon here next turn, because Durthu's sitting in the Waterfall Palace. I see no one else in here, though. Because we might have been able to teleport on in and start wreaking havoc right away. Let's transfer this one to the Mung. How about instead, we give this to the Exiles of Khorne? It's gonna cost how many? 1,500? No problem. Hey, look, here's Scarbrand.
Say your piece.
Imagine. And we'll force you to become our vassal, Scarbrand. Scarbrand listens to a wizard? Threaten him into it. Okay, we have to, don't we? Join me in a defensive alliance. Just join you in some wars. About all the wars you're in. You join me in a defensive alliance, and now I can become Scarbrand.
The Raven's terms are acceptable.
Raven's terms are acceptable. Indeed. And now we can become Scarbrand with a chainsword. At the wielder's command, the teeth race down the blade, ripping apart armor and flesh as easily as if they were parchment. Beast Hilt howls while it does so, and whines if left unsated. That's exactly how a chainsaw works. 20 more attack, magical attacks, 250 armor piercing. The chainsword passive, so every kill is going to make them stronger up to 300% both base and armor piercing. And then they become unbreakable, at the cost of spreading Khorne corruption. And now we've got the form of Scarbrand. I'm not going to give him the chainsword, that's ridiculous, plus we've already got the Sword of Cain. So the chainsword can go to one of our melee lords. Who has been the best melee lord so far for us? Actually, I think it'd be... Well, Karn Kerbrother, you're not actually the best. You will become our Herald of Doom. Apparently also the Herald of Khorne. Nothing else good down there. You have not really been gaining very many ancillaries either. Oh, now he's got a chainsword, so 780. Weapon strength flying around, that is no joke.
New strength flows through me.
New strength flows through me. Let's ambush up in the jungles here and spread our Khornate corruption in Burgone. They are all consolidating their forces after Karn. Hopefully we can hold the line with him. That sounds like my PC's about to commit seppuku again, so we might have a crash before too long. Which I've been noticing we've had a few more recently with Warhammer. Hopefully it's just my PC and not the game itself. Let's go for Fated Protector. It seems to just be the best passive overall there. Barrier replenishment for everyone? Yes, please. John Geo. Oh, really? You had a lot of armies ready. Alright, we're gonna move up after Koratun, who is likely gonna run, but then we are gonna hide kind of over here. Alright, well our first forays over here into Illustria have been met with pretty stiff resistance.
Cover more ground.
Oh, you're in trouble, I think, Changiel.
Seek
Hopefully far enough off the path, but I think as soon as they come into the little red circle, that's the end. We shall find out.
Glory to the Changer.
Glory to the Changer.
There shall be
Go into
no
March.
rest.
Yeah, we are already friends with the likes of Bellicor, so what we will do then is probably have you... None of the schemes are really up in the north. They're all actually in the normal order places, so we'll may just go over to Nagaroth to try to take down a few more Dark Elves.
Prince.
Kind of man-maiden's job, isn't it?
A deluge of
Speaking of, rend their souls.
unleash the bloodlust.
Quite a few there. Set up the bolt in the Hag Hall.
Tzeentch's will.
Now one more battle and we have completed probably all of the schemes we need to set up another grand scheme battle. Yep, there's one more. So one more battle against Dark Elves or taking the ancient city of Quintex, which we're going to do both of. Vonal's Anvil is making nothing at the moment. Neither is the Witchwood, but it will eventually.
Demon Prince of Tzeentch.
May just be Cope, we'll see. We'll find out. Now let's do the Guinness Golden Hounds to help blend up those compact groups of Druki.
Eternal blasphemy.
Could spread more corruption, or we could drop cooldown
Deathbringer.
on everyone. Sweet business. Now we zoom apparently all the way back over to Cathay. Okay, so Drongash has now...
Weaving threads of destiny.
Oh, we already transferred the settlement over to the Corn. I got too caught up in the hilarity of that. Sabotaging myself.
Dark sorcerer.
Well, we'll have you just build up some magics. Actually, we'll go into March. That way you can kind
Forging into the unknown.
of work on getting that a passive ability.
Tzeentch guides me.
Tzeentch guides me. Extra capacity for Chaos Sorcerer. Yes, please. Don't mind if I do. In fact, we can have good old Slaughterer Strength Veritus. Start sending some sorcerers out here. Let's do a Sorcerer of Tzeentch. Just kidding, we're gonna go for a Sorcerer of Metal that causes fear.
My magic is yours.
You come on down here and start stealing some tech for me, my friend.
Exalted hero of Tzeentch.
Skip on through. We've got outposts available for Middenheim. Well, now they've claimed Weismund. I think I have Weismund as well, so you have to take another settlement and maybe we'll have ourselves an outpost. And all of the armies are in the Oak of Ages and things. Except for Orion, who's up here in Karak Ziflin. Let's hunt down Orion. And Diarrhea of Avalorn. Tilly, Elithanar, and Tilly is... This is the name that strikes fear into the heart of everyone. She shirked her gentle upbringing on the farms to become a warrior. Guess we could hunt down Ugg if we must. Let's go find the changeling. Causing some more problems. Ooh, speaking of, hello, Phil Cargo.
Homogeneous, endless water.
Sail to the wreck. Maybe, there we are. And we're gonna take down Felicia in an auto resolve.
Fight fiercely, but not fair.
Never fairly.
Your flesh and bone will not go to waste.
We shall replenish and gain 8,000 more favor. Such vast wealth does not go missing out on the open ocean without pirates catching wind of it. So we have to butcher them. Such is the way. Changeling, I guess we can only land over beyond the Fallen Gates, so that's where we're gonna come on. Mazdamundi's here. I see you like giant flying electric lizards.
Chaos incarnate.
Allow me to dissuade you from such a lifestyle. Let's grab hard to hit. I guess we could always put the chain sword on Akold, but he does have his own unique, so I don't think you can actually switch them out. Hated Protector for you. And like I said previously, I don't know if you can actually stack these buffs. So I'm going to go for Meeting of the Minds for Vigo the Brick, since he's not going to be so much of a strategist, he's a brick. Basically remote connecting our mage to him and fighting through that. Kind of like a slaughter brute.
Who shall I be today?
If we land ashore, we'll actually do some replenishing. Then we are likely to be attacked, and we would win the fight much easier out on a island battle. Skip through. Just gonna check the settlements over here on Hiranok. Upgrade the gold-making buildings through the gates.
Dreadlord of Nagor.
For Dranil, we'll get the Shrouded Financier. Shrine King's got 3 turns before the allied army comes on in. Not too long at all. Just start summoning in rebel armies everywhere we can. Like here. Welcome, Reality Wound. Now we are about out of gold. Let's see if there's any heroes or lords that haven't been moved. Everyone has their orders. We'll come on back down to the Changeling. And that shall be our turn.
Deceiver.
Alright, well, we've been discovered by a pretty scary force here. Auto Resolve would kill one of our units of Chosen. Astromancy stance, and he's got a Ripper Dagger. This is gonna be rough. Alright, lads, to the field. Tzeentch requires greatness. Alright, I believe in us. So how do we deploy? And I do have Nurgle trying to sneak up on me with some costs. Not today, Nurgle. I will start deployment. Let's go Flamers of Tzeentch. Can we hide these guys in the woods at all? I don't think so. I think their fire makes them unable to hide. Yeah, they can't hide anywhere. So let's deploy them in this gap. This gap here. We'll have some Chosen. Either side. Ready to rush in when things get spicy. Really want the enemies to get caught up on the Chosen instead of trying to come through. One exalted in the center and one over here. That way enemies have a harder time flanking. You're gonna have our Lords of Change We need the enemy flyers to come over after us, so we're gonna have them kind of set up front to kind of blast over with their blue fire. Modlist Vortex, stand up front. Well, you are a huge tank for us. Changebringers can also just kind of layer up that flamethrower effect. Mage here for your armor. Screamers keep back to duel with Ripperdactyl and Coatl. Alright. Let's do it. You up group 1 there, Modlist. Technically, you guys are all infantry, and then we'll have you all on guard mode. Let's get these Screamers in their own group, though. Same thing with these Chosen. Guard mode for you. Okay, so the blue fire is going to be best utilized on the enemy lord. Oh, really? You're not going to let us? Fair enough. Here they come. Spread the Lords of Change out. They're much more neon blue here with the Deceiver. He's just gonna beeline towards us like a crazy man. That works for me. Oh, their wings glow pink when they cast? That is awesome. Alright, everyone get on over here. Quickly, here comes the Ancient Salamander. He is mean. Keep running. They're getting caught. Dropping down the lightning on our flamers. We're gonna land them, but keep them moving, and then we're gonna send in the Screamers to surround and destroy. Aha, it was a fake. It was a fake all along. So scared we're gonna take out our own units here with the fire. Alright, Screamers, you actually want to stay away from this for now. Or change, get back up here. You are demons, so you'll not handle the amount of damage too well. Alright, Screamers. Get those Pterodon Riders. Let's keep dueling with the Coatl. We'll have the two Lords of Change fall to the side. We bring madness. Makes them sound a little bit more derpy than they actually are. Alright, Screamers are getting it slowed down by lots of poison. The Javelins seem to be focusing them down because they're aware of how dangerous they are against their flyers. The Skink Cohort got immediately deleted. And have you two work together. Blast apart with the lightning. Well, fair enough, Ripperdactyl's back. Now we gotta be a little bit more careful with our Screamers. They're a good unit, I promise. Chase these guys off. We'll land on this Ancient Salamander. Our Lord's getting they're smacked. Good grief, that's a lot of Javelin guys. Chuck the ink fire back through. And the Javelins are able to focus fire one unit down. That's pretty clever. Flamethrowers, you guys make sure you're focusing these Sword Spears. They turn, completely avoid or ignore being shot in the back by flamethrowers to kill our Lord of Change, which, you know, works out to kill our Lord of Change. Flamers are almost all out of ammo since they are fall back. Get some metal spells in here. Changebringers are also out of ammo, so fall them back before they get destroyed by those Ancient Salamanders. Eudolith is running and the Carnosaur is back, so we're about to lose a lot of guys. You know, to lose the entire battle, you guys fall back. I don't think we can withdraw because we were in March. He's gone. Alright, you guys withdraw.
For the deceiving horror.
They got a really good hit on their way in, and when they aren't given attack orders, they just sit there and do nothing, and it's a bad time for everyone. Looks like none of our other units are going to try to flee. Got caught. Alright, well there's our humble. Our humbling in battle. We need a few more frontline fighters are going to hold the line against the likes of your Bastillodons or just your normal infantry. It is funny though that the AI is aware of how to cheese your units who are in guard mode. Interesting way to code them to play.
For the deceiving horror.
You might be able to get rid of the Tzeentch Salamander, but I don't think so. I think our leadership's going to break just before that. Speed things on along, and that'll be the loss. Others will call this valiant or even courageous. It's still a defeat. They're very sassy with their post-battle things here. Alright, valiant defeat. We deserve that one. And actually, looking at it across the kill feed here, that looks like it's mostly our own troops dealing with our boys here, so that's... Oh no, we had a lot of large targets. That's what's going on. Sad day.
Back away! Back away! I've walked a mile in your shoes.
Sigvald, he would like a non-aggression pact. You bring gold, I'll take the non-aggression. This is fortuitous news. I would have to murder you if no agreement was struck.
I've walked a mile in your shoes.
A mile in everyone's shoes. We haven't actually walked a mile in Bellacor's shoes, not yet. We'll join your war with Bretonia? No, there's not. Shanjil Slate Gaze killed in action. He was indeed. Well, we need a new herald to replace him. Leadership and melee attack sounds great, so we'll grab Frist, the Truth Stealer.
Sorcerous conjurations.
Hopefully you do better than your brother did, because it looks like the lizards knew where you were the whole time. They've got the drones out moving around in the woods. Fixer Cult discovered in Juhatek. Oh, so they know where it is now. Well, let's quit building this all up then. That loss was a huge deal.
Lord of Tzeentch.
They actually completely focused on them more than anyone else entirely. That's hilarious. Oh, I'm gonna sack this while your back's turned. And set up a symbiotic cult. Yes, I know my cult was discovered. They haven't destroyed it yet. Probably just waiting for me to, they were waiting for me to build it and then they were to destroy them. Howling Mania, Writhing Tendrils, and Abundance of Warped Limbs. Gift upon gift of unbearable gift. For the grace of the Changer. Trickster Cult in Carolberg. We secure ourselves some great swords, maybe. Turns out no, and everyone's got themselves a Zealot Cult in Burgone. We'll set up this guy's trade because we're probably about to lose this one here. So once it's been discovered, you can't then undiscover it. You can't just smoke bomb and hide.
For the Changer.
I think if anyone can smoke bomb and hide, it'd be the Changer. Let's do the spoilers here, making that gold.
In the Changer's name. Advance through trickery.
Advance through trickery. But we still have all of the money, and dealing with one of our cults is really... It's not that big a deal for us. I guess the problem is that we aren't going to be able to now kind of disappear and scrape in the ground with the front end loader. We aren't going to be able to disappear and just recruit some more troops. You've got a lot of lizards nearby.
Not here.
See if I can't teleport through. We just walk over there. No, good. No one in Chakwa. At least for now. Group Marcher, Inspiring Presence, and then good old Cursed Horde. I don't think we actually have any horrors in this army anymore. Just Chosen and Flamers.
Yes.
We'll upgrade Year Blue Fire instead. Demon Prince. Grab Akshi, that way we can actually make use of the weakness to fire more often. Realize we didn't have a single fire spell in their lineup yet. Alright, Changeling, you should be able to land ashore.
Changeling.
Mazdamundi's just gonna stare at us the whole time. Listen, dude. I've got no beef with you, but I could.
I am everyone.
Scarbrand have some beef with you. And Scarbrand can probably handle your entire army solo.
Whisperer of unwelcome truth.
Alright, he does have his Temple Guard, which are going to be a problem even for the likes of Scarbrand.
Altering state.
That's what we'll do. Just come on down to Maku Peaks instead.
Tides of change. Change.
Come on to land, that way we can actually replenish and see if Mazdamundi wants to chase. How keen he is on playing chase.
With power.
The Cold Fortress is their power settlement, so let's go ahead and just take that from you.
Blasphemy.
We're at war with everyone.
Wipe them out. All of them.
Your people will feed. I don't know what the rest of what she said, I completely tuned it out. Take down the Cult of Pleasure here for the Bleak Cold Fortress. Set up a symbiotic cult, and we can have ourselves a lovely quest battle here. Very, very soon, there's a unique opportunity in this theater to mess with the Dark Elves slavers. You have enlisted the support of a few nautical necromancers who foresee a more bloated destiny for the slaves within the Black Arts. That is a horrible, yet fantastic idea. Now we've got Treacherous Blades, so all of our armies have 10 more base weapon damage.
The world will quail.
79.
I have risen.
They're not strong halberds, not even a little bit. Sweet, that means next turn we can start that quest battle.
Of chaos.
Means the quest battles shall be taking part in our very next episode. Let's come on into our technology tree here. Hordes of Change having access to Infernal Gateway is probably pretty silly. More armor for our Chosen. Nothing else here I really think we need. Armor and spell resist and recruit rank. Yeah, let's start working through the Winds of Magic then. So we'll do Glean Magic up to Infernal Gateway. Cult of Change is alright. Sunder's armor, and that's about all it is really good for.
Demon Prince.
Ooh, and Karn, we can have you hit Paravan.
Like a god.
Like a good neighbor. Like a good neighbor, Karn. We talked about this. Wait, like his little Chaos Circle on his tail armor. No one but those he is running away from can see it, though. Alright, well now we've got a Trickster Cult in Paravan. Don't worry, Wood Elves. We're on our way. Well, that's not what I want. Put in this building, and then we'll come on in and grab the Occult Confluence to summon in a random army. In fact, I want to do that in both. Random demon armies, go.
Glory to the
Wreak as much havoc as we can over here before we advance. Alright, that means it's time to start upgrading the boys. We've got Warp Fire first, which gives our missile troops more speed, defense, and strength. That's why he's got his horrors.
Demonic glory.
Savage Bloodlust gives them more armor. Sounds good to me.
Ascended.
The most heavily armor-plated demons you've ever seen.
Demon
They even belong to Khorne.
Tzeentch.
That's our skills. Sweet business. We have so much gold to spend. Spend it stealing more from Uberstrike. Well, there's not enough chaos going on over here, so let's set up Uberstrike and have the confluence come through here. Not enough chaos. That drains a little bit of our funds, but not too many.
Marvelous.
One more turn for Amadeus, and he's out again. Upgrade our buildings that beat people up. Do we want to summon in some armies of demons here?
One watches me.
Tower of Gorgoth, I think, is a good place to summon in some demons. And so we shall. Alright, one more turn and we can start spreading corruption in Nangao.
For the great conspirator.
Ooh, there's an army of the western provinces.
Change incarnate.
I don't think we can quite reach them, so what we're going to do is just going to stay in march.
Forging into the unknown.
Zhao Bang is down there as well, so if we are sneaky about it, we can hit him.
Destruction awaits.
Went over with this army to grab whatever
Road to
this
war.
mysterious island is, and then we shall swing back down to the Changeling
And change.
in the turn, and this will be the final in turn for this episode here.
I've walked a mile in your shoes.
You know, this one is the first time where it's actually true. Hello, Grom. Join his war against Bernhoff's brigands. Give me all the gold you're willing to give me, and sure. The offer works with me plans. Burning Wind versus the Legion of Asgore, so we have no choice but to turn the side of Asgore. That's no problem at all. So sum off, my friend, as the front loader scrapes some more gravel off of our driveway. We'll have you come on up, steal some technology from Kunlan,
Bring ruinous
if you
magic.
don't mind. Sir, Artus, you keep moving on in to join up with Baronair. And then we'll have
Magic
you
of chaos.
start spreading corruption. And that shall be great here in Nangao.
Infinite knowledge awaits.
Going up by only 24. Good grief. Pretty good at nullifying enemy corruption that isn't their own there, the Disciples of Ashut.
Chaos incarnate.
Alright, so we can start sending Karn on in now. Time to sneak our way into Athaloran.
I have seen it.
Ooh, his army does not look like it is probably strong enough to take on Athaloran, but I am here for it either way.
Shatters in my wake.
Could get another tank. The more tanks we get, the more likely we are to easily deal with Athaloran. So, Blue Horrors Tzeentch.
Has your time come?
It has. Now we have 5 tanks. We can do a proper wedge formation. Alright, let's grab the Changeling then, and throw ourselves into the Nagaroth scheme. Currently in an ineligible stance. What do you mean?
Bringing bedlam.
Scarbrand has stuff to do. Poor Nagaroth. We teleport on in. That'll give us a nice save here, because we are now... So, they changed it so that Legendary you can actually save on Legend. This one, since it's in one of the old Legendary campaigns, just got transferred over to an Iron Man save, which is basically just the same rules as your original Legend used to be, where you can't save it unless you are in a battle or on interns. So we've got Boudica. No, really. Bretonnian hero versus the Changeling. And also Scarbrand. He'll show up at some point during the battle. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Changeling episode. If you all enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for Light God and a sub for the Subthrone. I'll see you all in the next one.